Dear students, good morning. Hope you all are fine and safe at home. Today we will study the remaining topic of Science 2, Heredity and Evolution. Before I start with new topic, let me give you a quick recall what we have studied in previous lecture. We have done with heredity and hereditary changes, transcription, translation, and translocation, which is also called as protein synthesis. Today we will learn evolution. What is evolution? Evolution is the gradual change occurring in living organism over a long duration. Here gradual change means slow change. So we can say that evolution is very slow going process results in the development of organism. It means due to evolution formation of new species take place. Changes occurs in various component like transformation differ from changes in stars and planets to changes in biosphere on the earth in field of evolution. Due to natural selection or evolution, there are continuous changes in specific character of several generations of living organisms. For example, formation of multicellular organism from unicellular organism. Students, it is also proved by scientist Edwin Hubble in Big Bang theory about how formation of stars and planet took place. This is one of the best theory for explaining how formation of atmosphere, temperature, density, planets, star, matter, atom, life, etc. took place from a substance. Big Bang theory is also called as expanding universe theory. The living organisms have been developed according to following phases. Approximately 3.5 billion years ago, life was not present on earth. At the beginning, there may be only simple elements in ocean on the earth. From those simple elements, simple type of organic and inorganic compound may have been formed. From that simple compounds, complex compound, proteins and nucleic acid may have been formed over a long period. Then the mixture of different types of organic and inorganic compound may have been formed. From the mixture of organic and inorganic compound, first primitive cells may have been formed. Here primitive means ancient. Number of cells may have been increased because of surrounding chemical development. The cell may differ accordingly to the principle of natural selection. It is also possible that some cells may have been perished which could not adjust with surrounding. It means organism that could adjust and adapt to the surrounding condition survive and grew. And organism which could not adjust to the surrounding died. For example, reptiles like snake have adapted the hot temperature in desert for survival. At present, crores of species of plants and animals with huge diversity in shape and size are present on earth. For example, if you see in animals, from the unicellular organism amoeba and paramecium to giant whale and man. And if you observe differences in plant from unicellular chlorella to huge banyan tree, this all animals and plant of different shape and size are proof of evolution. Now let us talk about existence of life on earth. Students, you might be thinking about all animals and plants. But the question which arises here is, on which all part they all exist? Life exists from equator to both the poles on the entire earth. Here, entire earth means organisms are present at all the places like air, water, land, rock, etc. For example, in air, microorganism, in water, aquatic animals, and on land and rock, terrestrial animals, etc. Human shows curiosity about origin of life and reason for such a great diversity in the life present on earth since ancient period. Different theories about origin and evolution of life have been proposed till today by different writers. Among various theories of gradual development of living organism was accepted. Students, you might be thinking, where do the writer get the information about formation of life? If you take a look into the history, many philosophers and religious scholars have written their view about formation of life. This was possible through discussion over the formation of universe in various cultures like Indian, Chinese, Roman, Greek, etc. Various cultures have noted different types of information about planets, star, the Panch Mahabhuta, living organism, etc. in the form of poetry, stories, and religious and sacred books. Panch Mahabhuta means five elements together. Example: earth, water, fire, air, and space. Next is theory of evolution. According to theory of evolution, first living material is protoplasm, which was formed in the ocean. Protoplasm gave rise to unicellular organism in course of time. Approximately 300 crores years ago, very gradual change occurred in the unicellular organisms, which slowly evolved into large and more complex life forms. All round multidimensional changes occurred, which resulted into evolution of different types of organisms like terrestrial animal, aerial animal, etc. According to collective thinking upon mentioned theories, evolution is everlasting process, or you can say never ending process. However, it needs a proof to prove it. Various proof available in support of theories called evidence of evolution. There are various proof, but there are 6 evidence which is mentioned in your textbook are as follows. First one, morphological evidence. Students, observe the following images and note down the similarities between given animals and plants image. When you observe in animals, there are various similarities like structure of mouth, nostril and ears, position of eyes, thickly distributed body fur or hairs. Therefore, students, the progressive development of plants and animals over a very large time is called as organizational evolution. In simple way, you can tell that the position of organs are same in them like eyes, ears, etc. When you observe the similarities in plants, similar characters like leaf shape, leaf venation and petiole, etc. Due to these similar features indicated that origin of different animals or plant group must be the same, having common ancestors. Students, you have to remember that similarities in the external visible features are called morphological evidence. Second one, anatomical evidence. If you carefully observe the picture of structure of bones, it shows human hand, foreleg of ox, patagium of bat, flipper of whale, shows differences in their features because it has different uses. For example, human hand is used for picking things, writing, etc. Foreleg of ox is used for walking. Patagium of bat is used for flying. Flipper of whale is used for swimming. Then students, you might be thinking how they are evidence of evolution. Even though these organs have different uses, but structure of bones and bony joints in organs of each of those animals shows similarities. This similarities indicates that all these animals have originated from common ancestors. Third one, vestigial organs. Student, can you tell which are the different organs in body of organisms? Different organs in body of organisms are eyes, nose, heart, lungs, legs, etc. Different organisms have different organs and their system. For example, higher animals shows different body organs and system that carries out specific functions. Each system consists of specific organs like respiratory system consists of nose, windpipe, lungs, etc. Is each organs useful to organisms? Each important vital organ performs specific function which is necessary for survival. For example, lungs perform respiration. Brain controls and coordinate all the vital activities, etc. In this way, each organ performs its own function. But only few organs such as appendix do not perform any function. Therefore, appendix is a degenerated or underdeveloped useless part which do not perform any function. The organs which cannot perform any functions are known as vestigial organ. For evolution, sudden development of new tissues or organs for living in changing environment is not possible. Instead, existing organs undergoes gradual changes. Mostly a specific structure in the body is useful under certain situation. Development of new tissues or organs is not possible, but the specific organs which are there in the body are useful under certain situation. However, you should also know that some structure under different situation may become useless or even harmful. According to the principle of natural selection, such structure degenerate as per situation. Some organs may be non-functional in certain organisms. It may be functional in other animals. For example, appendix is useless organ in human, but it is fully functional organ in ruminants. Here, ruminant means all grazing animals like cattle, sheep, deer, etc. Similarly, muscles of ears, which is useless to human, but it is useful to monkey for movement of ears. Other vestigial organs in human are tailbone, which is also known as coccyx, wisdom teeth, and body hairs. Fourth one, paleontological evidence. When you observe the picture, a question may arise in your mind. Which organism exists millions of years ago? How can we tell this? This secret is being hidden in the earth. Large number of organisms get buried due to disaster like flood, earthquake, volcano, etc. Remnants and impression of such organisms remain preserved underground. These are called fossils. Here, remnant means remaining part after decomposition of organism. Study of fossil is important aspects of study of evolution, which tells about existence of organisms millions of years ago. Study of fossil, counting carbon or using carbon present in fossil is called carbon dating method. In easy way we can say that it is a technique to understand the age of fossil. You might be thinking how it is possible. Students, you are aware about maximum substances in the environment is made up of carbon. When animals and plants consume carbon continuously, but consumption of carbon stops after their death. The isotopes of carbon show chemical changes in organism after their death. C14 undergoes continued decaying process. C12 is not radioactive. Here, non-radioactive means will not react and remain as it is. So students, you have to remember aspects of which age of fossils can be determined, and it is proof of various species on that era. First one, the time passed since the death of plants and animal. Second one, measurement of radioactive of C14. Third one, the ratio of C14 to C12 present in the body. These aspects are the carbon dating method. Now let us see uses of carbon dating method. First one, it is used to study paleontological evidence, means study of fossil. Second one, understanding anthropology. It means study of human behavior and societies in past and present. For example, Harappan civilization in past and towers and cities in present. Determining the age of human fossils and manuscript. Manuscript means a book or document written by hand. Fourth one, calculating the age of fossils and placing them in geological time scale. For example, invertebrates, reptiles, amphibian species belongs to Paleozoic era. Fifth one, deducing the information about formation of organism. For example, if you observe this picture, it tells about three major era. First one, Paleozoic era. Second one, Mesozoic era. Third one, Cenozoic era. These three major era comprises animals of different phylum. So we can conclude that invertebrates give rise to vertebrates slowly during evolution. Willard Libby is a scientist who developed the technique of carbon dating method, which is based upon radioactive decay of naturally occurring carbon 14. For this contribution, he was awarded the Nobel Prize in 1960. In the journal Radioactive Carbon, the data about the age of material determined is compiled and published. Fifth one, connecting links. Some organisms share morphological characters of two groups and hence they are called as connecting link. Student, as we have seen, morphological means similarities in position of organs. For example, Peripatus. In Peripatus, it shows segmented body, thin cuticle, and parapodia-like organs. Parapodia is organ for locomotion. These characters are like Annelida, but it also have tracheal respiration and open circulatory system like Arthropoda. Therefore, it is a connecting link between Annelida and Arthropoda. Similarly, duck-billed platypus lay eggs like reptiles, but shows relationship between mammals due to the presence of mammary glands and hairs. Here, duck-billed platypus is a connecting link between reptiles and mammals. Third one, lungfish. Lungfish perform respiration with lungs like amphibians. It has fish-like body. Therefore, lungfish is connecting link between fishes and amphibian. These are three examples. Here you have to remember that these example indicates that mammals are evolved from reptiles and amphibians are evolved from fish. Sixth one, embryological evidence. The name itself tells that it is the study of embryo. Student, when you observe picture carefully, comparative study of embryonic development stages of various vertebrates given in the picture shows that all embryos showing extreme similarities during initial stages. For example, all embryo have gill slits and tail, and those similarities decreases gradually. Similarities in initial stage indicate the common origin of all these animals. These are 6 evidence of evolution which prove evolution took place gradually. Darwin's theory of natural selection. Charles Darwin had collected innumerable specimens of plants and animals. He proposed the theory of natural selection. This theory is an important milestone in the study of evolution. Here, milestone means long time, which refers to stages in development of species. According to the theory of natural selection, he proved survival of fittest. That is, organisms which are fit for survival evolve, while those who are not perished. Thus, natural selection acts to produce new species. It means the animals which will not be able to adapt the changes in environment will die. Charles Darwin wrote a book on the theory of natural selection called Origin of Species. While explaining the concept, Darwin says that all living organisms reproduce prolifically. There is competition with each other or struggle for survival. For example, goat and horse is kept for grazing grass in same place. Horse has more energy as compared to goat. It will eat more grass as compared to goat and will survive. Organisms that show essential modifications for survival sustain while remaining perished. For example, penguins have adapted the cold temperature of polar region. Survival of the fittest and elimination of misfit is the natural selection. It means animals which are not fit will naturally not sustain. They will die. Well adapted sustaining organism reproduce more such offspring and in turn produce new species having specific characters. Now, objective of Darwin theory. Some more factors are responsible for evolution and not just the natural selection. Second, any explanation about useful and useless modification was not provided by Darwin. Cause of slow and abrupt changes was not explained by Darwin. Introduction to scientist Charles Robert Darwin. Birth year of Charles Darwin is 1809 and death year is 1882. He is English biologist. He proposed the theory of evolution. He showed that all the species of living organisms have been gradually evolved over the period of thousands of years from common ancestors. He proposed that principle of natural selection is responsible for evolution. Jean-Baptiste Lamarck. His birth year is 1744 and death year is 1829. Lamarck proposed that the activities of organisms are responsible for their evolution, like eating habits. He is French naturalist who studied natural changes. He proposed that each animals or plants undergo some changes in its lifespan and those changes are transferred to the next generation and such changes occurs in next subsequent generation too. Lamarckism. Lamarck proposed that morphological changes in physical structures occurring in living organisms are responsible for evolution. And the reason behind the morphological changes is activities or laziness of that organism. He called this concept as principle of use or disuse of organs, and it is also called as Lamarckism. He observed every living organism tries to evolve during its lifetime. It acquires certain characters through adaptation and modification. These characters are passed to next generation. Depending upon the activities of laziness of that organism, these changes occur. For example, for several generations, giraffe extends the neck for browsing on the leaves from height. Due to such extension of neck, giraffe became long neck. Due to the frequent hammering movements, shoulder of the ironsmith became very strong. It had been verified many times that modification brought in us are not transferred to next generation, and thereby Lamarck's theory was disproved. The living organism can transfer the character which it has acquired to next generation. This is called ancestors of acquired characters. Speciation. Due to evolution, new species of plants and animals are formed. The group of organisms that can produce fertile individuals through natural reproductions are called species. The process of formation of new species from earlier one is called speciation. Each species possesses specific characters. Each species differ in the geographical condition, food preference, habits, reproductive ability, and periods, etc. Therefore, the specific characters are retained. Speciation depends upon the following factors. First one, genetic variation. Second one, geographical changes. Third one, reproductive changes. Fourth one, geographical or reproductive isolation for long period.